Many battered women say they're often faced with problems getting child custody courts to issue orders of protection for them and their children. There's a conference taking place today in Albany where more than 30 legal experts, activists, and advocates will be talking about solutions. And here to tell us more about it is Dr. Mo Hanna. She is the chair of the Battered Mothers Custody Conference. Good morning, Dr. Hanna.
Good morning, Jenny.
Thank you so much for coming in to talk about this important topic. This is the 6th year for your event, and originally when it started there was probably a great need to get together and talk about the problem and services. How has the need evolved, and what are you seeing now?
Well, we're seeing actually, believe it or not, an increase in the number of mothers who are coming out and reporting these kinds of problems with their child custody cases. We believe that we are making some headway into educating the judicial system and the legal system and a lot of very fine lawyers who really want to understand these cases and help these mothers, but not nearly enough is being done, and we are still seeing some very bad outcomes in cases involving domestic violence or intimate partner abuse or child abuse in custody cases.
And you say a majority of the parents in high conflict divorces involving child custody disputes report a history of domestic violence.
Well, what we say, it's not what we say, it's what the literature is saying. In the studies that have been done, that is precisely what we are finding. And these studies have been done in various parts of the country. And apparently what's going on in many of these cases that end up in the family court dockets is that there is a history of domestic violence allegations, child abuse allegations, substance abuse, and other kinds of very serious problems that impact the custody case.
And another concern for you, you're saying that the significance of the domestic violence is often overlooked by family courts, lawyers, and even court-related services.
Yes, indeed, and that's a really surprising thing because we have now a good 30, 35, 40 years even of domestic violence research, and even in the last 20 years or so, the emphasis upon the effects of domestic violence on children, even when children don't directly witness the domestic violence. When that is taking place between parents or when a man is abusing the mother of his children, that does have a profound impact on children, and the scholarly literature has discovered this, and yet it doesn't seem to be something that the family courts are taking nearly enough into consideration.
Do you think that it is deliberate, or are they just not knowing that this is a very important concern? You know, I don't want to make this accusation out there because I think that there are some really good decent people out there working in the courts.
There are decent people working in the courts, and many of them are my colleagues and the colleagues of my colleagues who are working on this problem across the country. I certainly can't pretend to impute motives. However, all I can say is that this conference addresses an extremely serious and systemic problem, and we're hoping that people, both the general public and the legal community and other professionals, will come and study this problem more thoroughly so that we can help these children and these parents who are involved in these cases.
Dr. Hanna, thank you so much for coming in to talk about this.
You're very welcome.
And the Battered Mothers Custody Conference starts tonight. It runs through Sunday at the Holiday Inn Turf on Wolf Road in Albany. For more information on the conference, you can head to our website, capitalnews9.com. We have a link provided for you.